it would be considered a second epidemic to the autism that's already going on is that, well, it's FDA approved. What's FDA approved? Medication. So what you end up happening is that you start small, like they did with us. At first they said, well, we're going to give them the one medication. We're going to give them just one little dose and we'll see this change. And then we don't. And they're more than willing to keep pushing you and keep telling you to do more. So before we knew it, within a year, he was on a second one. Then that one wasn't any good, so let's change it. So then he went on to one that was supposed to last longer. Then up the other dose, then keep titrating, then a third, then one for sleep. So they have no problem making it that they'll keep pushing you and telling you to keep going with the meds and we're going to find the right regimen, we're going to find his right protocol, but no one at all will help you if you say, oh, I've heard this thing about diet. No one will tell you it's not just doing gluten-free alone. Or let's say you've done gluten-free and you've only not seen maybe a little bit of change. No one's going to tell you, also go dairy-free. Also look at this. Try also taking this away. Maybe they need to have, for us, the biggest thing ever, controlling his sugar. Which you would think should be a very simple sort of thing to think about. If you control his sugar, he'll be calmer. But it took us realizing he needed to be down to 5 grams a day. My husband researched and found that that's how much can be tolerated in the bloodstream, is 5 grams. So that's what he used as his basis. Not because a nutritionist, which we had the insurance paid for, and she wanted us to keep him on dairy because of the calcium. So even when we're telling them, can you help us figure out meal plans because we're trying to keep him dairy-free, casein-free, soy-free, low sugar, pork-free, and no egg, and said all she wanted to do is convince us how to at least get him back onto dairy. So if you're interested in having someone fight against you, talk to a doctor and ask them how to help you with keeping your child on a diet that you think will help them. That's the takeaway I've gotten. When you have parents that say, I tried the diet, you don't want to have it that you come off critical. You want to more say, who supported you though with trying the diet? How much were you informed? How much did you know about it? How much it really takes? How much it does take? It's a lot of work to dial them in, but I'd rather dial my child into a healthy diet and what works for him and have our family figure out what that takes to maintain for him than me keep trying to mess around with things that are going to interrupt his hormones and his metabolic and be supposedly some magic pill. Because nobody, it seems, is quite there yet. So when you hear a parent say, I tried the diet, what we need to start saying is how much were you helped with figuring out how to really try the diet? Because if it's not, then it's not that you didn't try, it's that you didn't have everything that you needed to really see if that is going to help your child. That's the difference. And that's what we need more to happen. Because we can't wait for the medical community to finally say, diet maybe makes more sense than doing the drugs. I don't care it's FDA approved. I think that that's what's hurting right now. That's where the conflict's happening. That's the second epidemic for us right now.